Today on Nuke MTB, we build a loamy trail, I play mountain hockey, and I discuss my favorite must-have tool. I absolutely love the forest. It's just so refreshing from all the usual building and riding locations that I typically ride and build on. Not only that, but also the dirt. The dirt in the forest is probably the best part. Soft, wet, and loamy. It's great for building and fun to ride.
Eric! Close!
On day one, I climbed all the way to the summit with every intent on building a trail going all the way from the summit to my house.
I'm already struggling to decide, and I'm not done with the hike yet, but like down there, around, straight through all that, or coming up and over this. This is definitely a cool track. Like, that's pretty steep, you can't see it, and you can come over here with rocks. Like, even this section is just so many options. Never mind finding a trail, I'm finding it hard to find a way to walk up there. Well, that's lovely. What's happening over here? Okay, come on. Come on. That was one terrible throw. Now I've got to get across this. Oh, you are an absolute moron. I don't feel like this brush is stable. Okay, it's hurting my hands. But quite honestly, that's not the worst that can happen right now. Whoa, okay, that's not a good idea for a trail. Woo! I mean, it's down there. Gonna be dropping in from up here and then going down, weaving your way through it, going into the forest, coming around that hill, still in the forest, going straight through that forest, which then kind of shoots down a little steep. And then you go, then you actually head through the village, and then finally my home is like, where's my home? It's over there, right above my finger. So it's a long way. It's a big trail. Some crazy stuff up here, man. It's beautiful.
The forest stops a little before the summit, so the top had a lot more brush, and being a summit, it had a lot more rocks.
Okay, gonna start figuring out some lines right now.
And so I started using my favorite tool to remove the brush, clear the way, and play hockey.
Woo! Yeah! Bro! Whoa. Come here, boy. And he scores! Yeah!
It didn't take me long to find ways to make things just a little bit more fun. I feel like now's a great time to talk about my favorite tool, and something that I personally think you must have. This is like the best tool for building single track in specific. The hoe is just great because you can clear the single track, you can chop out brush, you can remove leaves, you can launch rocks, chop away at loam, you can chop branches, and it's just the best tool for hacking out some single track. And if you're hiking up a mountain and you can only take one tool, this would be it. So it's definitely worth having in your arsenal. I carried on to just about where the forest starts and then started heading back as it started snowing, and lunch was all I could think of.
So this is the part where I actually earlier said, no, I'm not gonna go down there because there's a bit of an uphill, but I mean, I just walked it and it's some amazing trails that are already just there. That, I mean, add some little stuff to it, it's gonna be one epic trail. So I'll have to deal with that little bit of an uphill because this is where it's going, without a doubt.
On day 2 of the build, bad news was at play.
Okay, so sadly, we just discussed that we're not gonna finish the trail So we're not gonna finish the trail all the way to the top just because at the end of this month something's gonna start. It's known as the initiation school. Some crazy culture stuff that's going on. Just a bunch of guys, nobody knows what they do up in the mountain. But you get beaten, like really beaten up, and dogs sent after you if you up in this forest at that time. So I feel like it's useless to build a trail and then just not ride it for so long. It's only gonna be rideable by like February. What do you say? Yeah. February, okay. So it's gonna be a while. So we're gonna start lower and just do start from the point where it's safe to ride without getting beat up. Sucks, but it's what it is.
We decided it wasn't worth it to waste our time anymore, but I had spotted a cool little line that I really wanted to build, and of course, I wanted to ride it.
John doesn't know.
To me, this is a perfect example of making a basic okay trail more fun. Adding in this detour adds a challenge and makes the whole line more fun, and as a whole, it just boosts the entire trail. I really enjoyed building this as it was super loamy. Just building this one extra line would have been enough, but I felt it would quickly become the main line and therefore boring, so I spotted this bad boy.
That looks crazy! I feel like that would be the biggest thing I've done yet. We don't have that many stuff like this here. But it's cool because you have two lines.
This innocent looking chute is my new challenge. This adds a beeline to the already existing beeline, and I haven't even hit it yet. In fact, I haven't even cleaned the entrance onto the top. Having this feature there is the key to progression for me. I know that every time I ride this trail, it's going to bother me. Sure, it's scary, but my brain really does want to do it. So keep an eye out on future videos to see me face my fears, but for now, hit that sub and like button and stay nuke about MTB.